We met Lee when we all joined. Go on. We met Lee when we all joined Southway Comrades of Maxter Performance, or Southway Comp for short. As you can see, we were an elite bunch with our fingers on the pulse of fashion. And the two things you can do, that's one, mullets are cool. And B, money in my house went on cameras. As for Lee and Steve's, it was invested in cakes and shakes.
Now, for those of you who didn't realise, Steve and Sarah met whilst working at a dairy together. Sarah was in charge of unloading the cream, whereas Steve was often found handling the jugs. Now, as you can see from the next photo, they hit it off instantly. Steve would often tell me about her, and I would say, well, what's she like? And he'd say, oh, she's brilliant, she's pretty, she's ideal. And as their friendship grew, it was reported that a lot of cardboard would go missing at lunchtimes for their milky sessions up on the roof at lunchtimes. And this was to ensure that neither one of them would come back to work after lunch with a gravel-stained bum.
And yes, we have got that cardboard.
Steve said to me one day, I think she's chatting me up, she said to me, do you want to come back to my house as I'll take work home with me? And I was like, hey? He said, yeah. She said, I bath in milk. And he said to her, what, pasteurised? She went, no, just up to me tits is enough.
Through their time together, they have had their fair shares of ups and downs, ins and outs. But deep down, we all know Sarah is right up. Sarah is right for Steve. You read it wrong.
Go on, keep going.
And we know that Steve is right up Sarah's alley. So much so as you can see from the next two slides, he would do anything to impress her. Coming from Cornwall, he thought he would impress her on traditional Cornish attire. When that didn't work, he opted for the more urban streetwise Southway look and took her to the discotheque. Don't recognise that part?
Yeah,
In fact, ladies and gentlemen, it's fair to say music's played a big part in Steve and Sarah's life. I was in Leeds many years ago when Stephen first popped the question to Sarah at an all-day rave at a love parade. You smooth idiot. He has also revealed to me that, me and Rob, that Sarah can play a musical instrument. Now apparently she's only played it the one time, and that was at band camp. But after a few drinks tonight, we may well see her put it to her lips again tonight.
Has everybody seen band camp?
If you're not, don't worry about it, just laughs funny.
No, air it out. It was on film for what?
Play it.
For your lips.
Nice. So, maybe he was lying about that. And so after a few years, the inevitable happened, and they set up home in the picturesque setting of Ivor Bridge. It's only a map. At first, one could be mistaken into thinking that this was for occupational reasons. However, Robert and I have uncovered the real reason. We all know Ivor Bridge is a close-knit community, but I think some of you may be a little surprised to learn how close. Now, in their short residence, I have only ever been invited to one party at their house. That's not to say they don't have parties, because believe me, they do. To gain entry to these parties is simple. All you need to do is add a set of keys. But today, folks, puts an end to all of that, as they now enter a new year together as husband and wife. So as we are all friends here, I think it's only fair that if you have attended the Haddon and Morris swing your ding-a-ling. Party, it's time to come and give up your keys. Come on, who's been there? To all those who's been to one of the... Right, it's done this, Any more? Swap the DNA. You have already heard today how Steve was a budding young footballer, and I'm sure it will come as no surprise to you, he was also a keen runner. No, he really was. But there is one sport he excels at, and that is bedroom tennis. He is often He is often hard at it one-on-one, serving full toss, working up a sweat. And by all accounts from what Sarah has said, his backhand stroke ain't too bad either. I apologise for this line, it could go either way. I've had a beer. Occasionally Sarah joins in with a game of mixed doubles, but Steve says he ends up looking like Henri Lecomte.